developing a content plan. Welcome to the fourth webinar in our Digital for Tourism series. In webinar 1, we gave an overview of the important role that digital technology has in impacting and developing the European tourism sector, as well as touching on both the threats and opportunities that these can present to SMEs. In webinar 2, we introduced the concept of a digital landscape analysis, which, when implemented, will allow you to identify the key digital technologies that impact your SME. Webinar 3 drilled down further into the results of your digital landscape analysis and suggests specific questions that you need to ask and answer in order to be able to create a successful digital action plan for your tourism business or enterprise. In this webinar, we will focus on how to create a successful and on-message content plan that will not only adequately reflect the core aims of your business, but that will build your online brand and attract new customers. We will explore what a content plan is, why you need it, and how to develop it, and what elements you need to include to ensure success. So, without further ado, let's get going. Presentation of main concepts. Questions you need to ask yourself. Before you start to consider the type of content you want to put out there, the methods that you want to use, and the platforms you intend to utilize, it's important to make sure that you can answer the following questions. What is a content plan? A content plan is a proposal of how you will both create and disseminate digital content to your clients and prospective customers via the internet. To be successful in the digital marketing sphere and to make sure that you are reaching your target audience whilst engaging with them efficiently, it's imperative that you strategize as to what kind of content you will create and who you will target and what platforms you will use. At the core of every successfully marketed business, be it diving school in Mallorca or a large international hotel chain, is a comprehensive content plan. And to be competitive in today's market, you need to be planning your digital marketing strategies with meticulous care to ensure that you receive the optimum results. Why do you need a content plan? Developing a well thought out content plan will save you time, money, and effort in the long run. Time. Planning 2 or 3 months of social media posts, newsletters, mail shots, or even videos in one go will mean that you can spend more time focusing on responding to customers' inquiries and running your business. Investing a bit in time to plan ahead will save you a lot of time in the long run. Creating a content plan doesn't have to take you a long time either. Putting aside a couple of hours every week to collate images, links, and ideas for content and to put them into a plan is well worth the investment. At most, you should be looking at around 2 hours per week to input information into your content plan. Money. Creating a strategy of when, how, what, and where you will engage with your target demographic will not only save you man hours, but if you market your business effectively, you will see a big return on the time spent. Effort. When you're planning several months in advance, it gives you the opportunity to really focus on what services to promote and how to promote them at different times of the year. For example, if you sit down to look at the up and coming 6 months, you will clearly see when prime times of the year are, when the summer holidays start, when public holidays fall, and changes in the weather that may affect certain aspects of your tourism business. A good example would be a diving school advertising the top 5 places to dive nearby in March, when people are starting to consider their summer breaks. How do you develop a content plan? Coming up with a content plan doesn't have to be something that you outsource, and there are several options available to you when it comes to selecting a platform to build it on. So let's see what they are. Spreadsheet. You can create a simple and effective content plan on Microsoft Excel. A good starting point would be to create a tab for each month and design a table within the date and day down the vertical column and the digital platform of your choice. For example, Facebook, Twitter, blog posts across the horizontal column. In each window that corresponds with a date and a platform, you can place the link, image, text, and hashtags that you plan to post on that particular day. Working in this way gives you the ability to visualize what your campaign will look like, as well as allowing you to easily create varied schedules full of mixed content. Online platform. There are various online options that you can utilize to help you create your content plan. Using an online platform such as the Content Planner or DiviHQ means that multiple team members can log in and contribute from remote locations. Another option is to use Sheets in Google Drive and to invite all applicable members of staff to contribute to the document. The benefit of this is that there are not multiple copies of the planner being stored in multiple locations, and it's also free of charge for all users. What are your goals? Once you've chosen the platform that you will use to create the content plan, you need to be sure that you are clear in the objectives of what you want to achieve. Do you want to drive people to your website? Do you want them to sign up to your mailing list? Or do you want them to follow your social media page? Knowing what your goals are and what you want to achieve through digital marketing is the key to your campaign's success. Who are you targeting? As the owner of an SME, you should already know who is your key demographic in terms of age, sex, and location. And you must be sure to consider this when you create your content. Everything from the type of content you share to the type of language that you use in your posts must be tailored to your client base. You should also consider if your demographic is likely to be consuming media on platforms that you have chosen. For instance, if you offer coach tours to men and women over the age of 60, it's highly unlikely that they're going to be using Instagram. Instead, you should consider email newsletters and blog posts. What do you want to promote? Knowing what your key services are and what services are likely to be the most in demand is a key part of marketing successfully. There is no point in spending time, effort, and money on including content for services that are not in demand. What you decide to promote should reflect demand, time of year, and popularity. What types of content plan should you consider? Social media content plan. You may decide to just stick to marketing your tourism business on social media. By using Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, you can reach millions of members of your target audience quickly, easily, and cheaply. A social media content plan should include a mix of photographs, links to informative posts, information on services, information on the country or area of your business, and questions. The key is to encourage engagement in the forms of likes, follows, shares, or responses. So asking for consumers' opinions, suggestions, or for them to tag someone they think will appreciate the post is a key way to get your content visible. Blog content plan. You may decide to just stick to publishing a blog on a regular basis. You should consider publishing at specified intervals and sticking to the same day of the week or month each time so the readers become familiar with your schedule. Content should be engaging, informative, and should be between 350 and 1,000 words and contain pictures and links to information that a reader might find useful. What elements should you include in a content plan? Facebook. Facebook is used by over 1 billion people every day. Users log in to speak with friends, discover news, check out products, services and special offers, and also to just browse until something they like catches their eye. If you're not currently marketing your touristic business on Facebook, then you're missing out on an enormous opportunity. Set up a business page. Set up a business page for your SME, including your logo, the services you offer, prices, and information on the range of facilities that are available. Add your friends. Once you've set up your Facebook business page, be sure to invite all your friends to like it. Remember that each time one of your friends likes one of your business posts, all of their friends will see it as well. Get sharing. Your strategy should also include you sharing content from your website on a daily or several times a week basis. You should vary the content to include blog posts, pictures, information, general news, and of course, with each post, a call to action. Boost your posts and page. Facebook gives you the ability to sponsor business page posts in order to be able to increase its reach. You can select your target audience based on age, sex, location, and interests, which allow you to specifically target your exact demographic whilst promoting your business and bringing more traffic to your website. Twitter. Whilst the popularity of Twitter can vary greatly from country to country, including Twitter posts in your content plan can help you increase traffic to your site, whilst also increasing the SEO visibility of your brand. Instagram. If your target audience is under 45 years old, Instagram is a fantastic way to reinforce your brand message. Posting images of your country of operation, your facilities, and customers. YouTube. Posting content on YouTube and then sharing the link to other social media sites is a great way of driving engagement. You can either create original content yourself or share relevant videos that highlight either services you offer or the business geographical location. Videos should be under 5 minutes and be of a high standard. Blog. It's worth hiring a content writer or freelancer to author high-quality SEO-optimized content for your website. Each blog post's content should be a mixture of information that is relevant to your aims and ethos, as well as providing tips, facts, and sometimes, if appropriate, light-hearted humor. Email marketing. Email marketing is a great tool for sharing information quickly and cheaply, whilst driving more content to your website. It is the perfect way to share announcements, newsletters, and special offers. A combination of these elements together creates a comprehensive, interesting, and varied content plan. For example, consider 1 weekly blog post, 2 weekly Facebook posts, 2 weekly Twitter posts, 2 weekly Instagram posts, and a monthly newsletter. Remember that the content can be the same across different platforms, but be sure to include a variety of mediums such as photos, videos, and text.
Well, our business is very much a face-to-face kind of business in terms of the fact that we sell and rent yachts predominantly as our core business, and a lot of the time the clients like to physically see and touch the product. Having said that, obviously with the digital age, it's allowed us to really expand on our communication with our clients. For example, in terms of sales, we list all our boats online so the clients can go on the internet and view the boats and their details and pictures and so on. And even for charters, right up to the point where they can actually book online as well. So it's certainly helped us achieve the results that we're getting. Well, we try to be on as many social channels as we can, but I would say probably the most effective are Facebook, definitely, and LinkedIn. I think those are the two I'd probably pick out as the most effective in our business. I think probably because being a luxury industry, people, it's a lifestyle industry. People like to connect, to see. It's very visual. So Facebook and LinkedIn are very useful, I think. We do use Twitter, but I wouldn't say it's the most significant of the social platforms that we use, social media platforms, because there isn't that interaction that we get from Facebook or LinkedIn, for example. But what we do is we mirror, when we do like a status update or we do something on Facebook, it immediately links to the Twitter page as well. So it's always there. But I wouldn't say it's as effective from our business point of view. Yes, I mean, we sort of plan to roll with the times, so whatever media comes up in the future, we'll try to sort of take it on board if it's useful. We're not on Snapchat yet, and that could be something to look at moving forward. We started looking at doing a blog book as well for our group of offices within Sunseeker. So we have a channel where people go and see like day-to-day activities within the business, new updates on models and so on. And again, that's also linked to the other social media, but it's a separate thing, and that's useful. Well, I think the key for all of them is just that interaction with the clients. Nowadays, on Facebook, for example, people are on it every day, so it gives you direct access to a lot of your clients. I mean, a lot of them won't be clients, but they could be potential clients. We have over 5,000 followers on our local Sunseeker Mortar page, and the majority of those have joined organically, so it's over word of mouth or seeing things that they like on their news feeds. So for us, it's just trying to increase that interaction with the public, so that they can see what we're doing, and they can, again, it's a lifestyle industry, so they see the lifestyle, it attracts them. We do get inquiries through social media as well. Sometimes even you take a picture on Instagram, someone asks, where is this, what is the price, and then it does. It's not the key component, but I think in the future it's going to be more and more relevant. I think it will depend on the industry. For us, as I said, it's LinkedIn and Facebook, but I think the important thing for other startups is to see who their demographic is that they're trying to target, and then work from there. I would say LinkedIn is more of an older demographic, people who are in business. A lot of people on LinkedIn aren't necessarily on Facebook. It's trying to see how those social media channels can benefit your business, whether it's through interaction with the client or just pure visual marketing.
Summary and links to next webinar. Knowing whether your digital marketing strategy is a successful one is extremely important. If you're spending time, effort, and a bit of money on upping your digital profile, being able to quantify the results is key to knowing what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. With that in mind, there are 3 main takeaways from webinar 4. Use analytics software like Google Analytics to see how many people have visited your site and how they got there. For example, via search engine, via Facebook, or via typing in the web address. Make it easier to track the effectiveness of your content by adding a call to action, such as assigning to posts a certain code that a customer must quote when contacting you. For example, to benefit from this special offer, please quote Facebook post when you call. Utilize the insights function that are present on most social media platforms to learn more about your customers. These tools also allow you to find out how many people have seen the post, how many engagements it received, and how many click-throughs have occurred. These are just 3 examples of how you should analyze your data to ensure that the content you're putting out there is not only fit for purpose, but that it's driving the right response from your target demographic. In the next session, we'll talk about techniques for evaluating your website and online marketing efforts. Thanks to a special diagnostic tool, we'll show you how to critically assess your site and marketing and make strategic recommendations for improvement based on all the key principles of web design. All this and more will be covered in webinar 5.